Hey everyone, welcome back. And number of announcements. If you've been following the Facebook page, you will probably have already known some of them already. Announcement one: rebrand. Obviously, I've changed gears. Instead of being just Panda Cosplay Productions, I've decided to change it up to Panda Powered Productions. This in part because of a number of things that I do that are not cosplay related, and it just felt right to me. Because I do enjoy cosplay, but I also enjoy making AMVs, which I will be wrapping up the Ruby AMV series in about a month, where the sixth and final Ruby AMV will be released, hopefully, first Sunday of May. I've been working very hard on that one. This one has been a challenge, not just for a couple of reasons. Just because trying to find the right song, the right scenes to go with the lyrics and the timing of it all. Plus, I just had to take a break from AMVs because I was starting to get burned out from it. Trying to produce an AMV every 2 months was a bit of a challenge, because of real life aspects going on. I do plan on making a kind of behind the scenes / commentary of the AMVs, which I will probably release June or July. Based on the release schedule, I will probably do July, so it's like every 2 months. Although this one, the behind the scenes / commentary, will be pretty easy to do, since it's just playing the video and then just me kind of commentating on it. So that's actually a pretty easy thing to do. So it may be June, but it might be more likely July. We'll see. I will keep you guys informed on that. So that's one announcement. That's a couple of announcements already. That's the rebranding from Panda Cosplay to Panda Powered. The wrapping up of the Ruby AMV series, which I started a year ago. Next will be the announcement of a new streaming series that I plan on doing. Before, I've just been doing the cosplay streams every Monday. From 7:30 to 8:30 for about an hour. I'm now going to be adding another stream that'll be Wednesdays at 8 p.m. till about midnight. I've already kind of posted this announcement and kind of released that information in the brand new banner cover photo of both the Facebook page, YouTube channel, and Twitch page. Kind of showing the new streaming schedule at this point in time, which will be Mondays for cosplay and Wednesdays for the new stream, which is going to be basically me and a couple of other people playing Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm jumping onto the bandwagon of that, as it were. So you can watch as I play a game that I've played for a very long time and enjoyed with many people, and now I get to share with all of you. Why, I'm not sure why I'm doing this, but I think it'd be a lot of fun, and it's, I'm jumping onto the bandwagon, as it were. And then I'm gonna see about doing something on Fridays. I don't know yet. We'll see, kind of do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. We'll see. I just kind of want to see. I'm doing things a little bit slowly, just kind of taking it one production, as it were, at a time, to see if I can fit it all in. So that's the Twitch schedule. So Mondays and Wednesdays. And then in terms of releasing these all onto the YouTube, going to change things up a bit. In the past, I've tried to space things out for the cosplay streams a few days after the fact. they're actually not hard for me to edit and upload. So I'm going to try to commit myself more to a Monday, Tuesday release of these. So basically, as soon as I finish cosplay streaming, edit it, and then upload it as soon as possible, which basically means that this will hit after I'm done cosplay streaming. This will hit my YouTube channel later tonight or sometime tomorrow. The D&D stuff on Wednesdays, that actually will take longer to edit because it is 3 hours. Actually, 3 to 4 hours worth of content. So, and by the time we finish that, it's around midnight, so I need to go to bed so I can go to work the next day. So more than likely that content doesn't get edited till Thursday, the following day. So I'm looking at a release schedule for that Friday/Saturday. If I do something on Fridays, it will probably be like online gaming, potentially. I'm not sure yet. And that may be a stream only instead of being recorded and posted to YouTube. I don't know yet. That one's still kind of up in the air. We'll see. So that's big announcement on the rebrand. I should have wrote this all down. The rebrand, the AMV closures, the new stream schedule, the new YouTube release schedule. Oh, yes. 3 weeks, end of the month, Zenkaikon. I will be there. My lineup, as of right now, this is still tentative. Friday will be Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist. Saturday will be Adam from Ruby, and I'll be debuting the light up mask. I won't turn it on because there are no batteries hooked up to it yet. But this will be making its debut. I've already debuted the sword at RTX. And then Sunday, I don't know what I'm going to be wearing. And I may end up splitting Saturday for 2 cosplays. I may do Adam the first half of the day and then Ginoza the second half of the day. I'm really using Zenkaikon as an experiment, as it were, for my cosplays, with the theme being basically uber light up stuff, because I will be bringing the Dominator for that. It's just a matter of I don't want to use my Sunday for that, because Saturday's kind of the day for cosplays to shine. And with the pretty light up stuff that I have, I really want to do that Saturday. I'm debating on doing that Friday, but I actually have a photo shoot Friday specifically for my Mustang, with the ever wonderful Clouds Photography. She did my Yukio and my Gino photo shoots. So I'm really looking forward to working with her again. So there's that. I think that's it for announcements. I'll kind of go over them again briefly at the end of the stream as kind of a wrap-up synopsis. But in terms of cosplay today, today we are going to work on the blade of Inishi. Last week I cut out the base of it, did a little bit of sanding, and then realized I was going to try to bevel it out, realizing that using a blade was not necessarily the best idea for this, and that I would need my Dremel for that. So I have since Dremeled this down and put the bevel in, and you can actually see it on the close-up camera. You can't really see it because of the line here, but if I angle it just ever so slightly right there, you can see the beveling of the blade, and then you can even see it here, the nice beveling, like that. So, and it actually is beveled all the way down to the base. And then I left this little bit extra here, so you can see where it kind of bevels off on both sides. And you can even see how I don't know how well you can see how thin it is on the camera, but it is thinner versus the back. And oddly enough, actually I should have seen this one coming, but I don't know if you can hear that. There is a very slight sound difference cutting through the air, because if I do it this way using the thicker end, it's much more duller, and then here it's a much higher pitch. So inadvertently, which is kind of obvious, I'm making a sword, so it's cutting like a sword. Duh. But that being said, we're going to do some final sanding down to kind of smooth it out. For that aspect, I want to kind of level this out a bit because it is a bit uneven, because I want to get this ready to install the tang. Traditionally, a sword will have its one solid piece with the tang. I did not have the hindsight for that, or rather, I did not have enough length of material. I could go on and on about this, but regardless, it's a real blade would have a tang that continues into the handle. This one doesn't. This is just purely a blade. So I have to actually install a tang, and I also have to do it so it's strong enough so that this is not a weak point. And to do that, I'm actually going to be using Warblow, which, again, just like the beveling aspects of it, I'm going to have to do that off stream because I need to utilize a heat gun / hairdryer, and that makes a lot of noise. And yeah, so I may do that off stream, or at least, but what I'll do is at least create the pattern for all that, and then from there make the tang, which I'll probably do later in the week, like I did with this over the weekend. I'll probably do that over the weekend because my weeks, nights are really busy. So let me just go ahead and start with this. This is probably the easiest part here. And because it's balsa wood, it'll sand down pretty quickly. And like that, we're done. So that's just grinding down the base of it. And then just nothing fancy, nothing major with this. I just want to do a quick sand down of the blade because it's balsa wood. It sands very easily, very quickly, and yeah, I just want a nice. When I decide to start painting this, I'm going to do kind of a lacquered style. So I will paint, because of the wood, it'll absorb really quickly. So I'll just put a nice coat of a nice solid coat of paint, and then instead of repainting, what I do is put a thin layer of Mod Podge, paint it again, layer of Mod Podge, and what that'll do is the extra layers of Mod Podge will kind of strengthen this up a little bit. So that's it there. And you may even see me do some painting on this tonight. So that's there. All right. So what we're gonna do is grab our swords, and I don't think I'm going to be using that one. Probably not this one either, although this one does have the longest handle. And then actual Okay, so actually, that's actually the shortest one. Really? It's got a longer handle. It's just okay. So we're definitely not using this one. What I'm doing is looking at using actual swords as reference to figure out how long I want to make this tang. I could technically do math and try to look at reference pictures and whatnot, but I'm not, because I don't know. But looking at reference pictures of Inishi, probably want to. But yeah, this is katana, right? And then approximately, yeah. So you can see how much longer this blade is to a semi-standard. There we go. To a semi-standard katana blade. You can see how much longer. It's a good foot, almost a good foot longer. So, which is what I was looking for. But as you can see, I'm like that much. I'll use this camera. You can see it doesn't really give me much to work with in terms of that. So I need to extend this piece into the handle. I probably will use this one as reference, and if it's too much, I can always trim it down. That's fine, as opposed to, oh no, it's not long enough, I got to add more to it, and that's going to be a pain. It's easier to subtract than it is to add. So with that in mind, we are going to add a good solid where's my ruler? We are going to add, okay, so it's actually, it's not a foot longer. It's about 9 inches past that way. And then we want to, okay, so we want to make something about 9 inches. Cool. All right, put this blade away. Okay, so if we're gonna make something 9 inches. Okay. And I want to go here to about here. And we actually do. And it's actually going to be about the width of this ruler, so that's actually going to be really handy. Cool. This is actually going to be a lot easier than I thought it would be. My thinking now is just, okay, so why don't I do that? I actually don't need 2 pieces of paper. I thought I was going to need 2 pieces of paper. Okay, and then what I will do is okay. Alright, so what that I just did was I made a little bit tabs on the top. That helps me kind of figure out which end is which. And that being because what I'm going to have it do is wrap around the edges as well to kind of clamp down onto the blade. Yep. Good. All right. So my scissors out. Let's see. Yeah, I think I may do that. And I'll mention this periodically. If you have questions about things you want to know about the AMVs that I did, I can try to answer that for the BTS commentary video after I make this last one. Like methodology, reasoning, things like that. I may already answer those questions as I do the commentary, but that might be a fun thing to do. I don't know. But yeah. I'll open up that can of worms. Okay, so that is the pattern, and so when I take that here, and I should be able to just fold that down like so. Yep. Oh, okay, so I did not anticipate that. That is actually too much. And that is fine. Just mark it. Okay. Oh yeah, I just recently released two. I released two videos recently. Um, Another vlog, kind of a potpourri vlog, as it were. Just the random stuff, random glimpse of everyday life, where I built a computer with Candy Puka because I was teaching her how to build a computer, as it were. So you can check that out if you still like. Feel free to check out her page and her YouTube stuff. She does a lot of gameplay stuff, so I do recommend checking her out. And then, yep, that works so much better. And then the other video that I kind of produced was kind of the teaser trailer for the Wednesday stream for D&D. To kind of give you I would say just come and watch. Come and watch, enjoy. If you're into D&D, come and watch. If you're not into D&D, but you're curious about it. So, always something that you can do. This is not going to be a very visually stimulating stream for the D&D. It's going to be mostly audio, like a radio show, or radio, like a radio broadcast, audio broadcast. There will be visual to it, but it's just going to be you seeing my perspective of the D20. I think it's Roll D20 web app, and it's just going to be like a map, and you'll get a chance to see kind of the chat window, as it were. The only time it'll be really, you'll really want to visually pay attention is during the fights, so you can actually see what's going on. But for the most part, it's all going to be, use theater of the mind. So it's something you can always try to just have in the background and listen to, as it were. It's not going to be visually stunning like Critical Role or Acquisitions Incorporated or any of the big name shows like that. This is just something fun to do that I asked my fellow players and DM, like, hey, is it cool if I record this and put this on my YouTube channel and my Twitch stream? They're like, yeah, cool, sure. And as you watch the trailer, you'll find out that it is actually a good idea because we forget things, and it's good for us, the players and the DM, to fall back and watch those to remind ourselves what's going on. But at the same time, it allows us to share it with the world, to our friends, to our families, whoever, to just enjoy and whatnot. So I'm really excited for that. I do plan on having character intro bios, and I'm working with the DM with doing a story so far, as it were, because I was actually the last one to join. It's 4 players. They had started playing, and then probably like a few sessions in, one of their players left, and one of the players that are in it is a good friend of mine. It's Elysium Cosplay. She was like, hey, I have someone who's experienced and would love to join us, because we've always wanted to play together in a game session, and so I was able to jump in. So I was an addition to the game to replace a player that was leaving, and so it's 4 players. They had already kind of started, as it were, and then from there we are a few sessions in already. So kind of working with the DM to kind of fill in the gap of from the campaign start to where I join in, and then where I join in to now. So I'm working on that, and I'm also working on character intro bios. I'm just waiting on one more player to do their intro bio, but they just got back from a con and got con plague, so they've lost their voice, so they can't really do a voiceover right now until their voice heals up. Once that is done, though, I'll work with them, record it all, put it all together, and start releasing these things. There's going to be a bit of a time delay because we did record last week's session. I just didn't stream it because it was kind of a test the waters, as it were. And it actually went really well. So once I get that all sorted out, I'll release that. So there's going to be a bit of delay. There'll be a slight delay in terms of the stream to the YouTube. At this point in time, we're looking at about a 2-week delay. I'm going to try to condense that and make it shorter. It really does depend on the player who's sick. The sooner they can get their voice back, the sooner I can compile it all together and post it onto YouTube. And then from there, I'll try to have the stream. We'll have the stream on Wednesday, and then try to post it on YouTube by Friday. That way people can always listen to it over the weekend. That is the goal. But again, there's that delay because I already recorded a session, just kind of get that. So it'll be the YouTube schedule will be a little bit chaotic, as it were, and it may end up being where I'll be just posting once that voiceover is caught up. It'll just be like, okay, here's our first session and second session, and hopefully not, but third session all at once. So that'll be like quite an amount to catch up on, because these sessions are going to be about 3 to 4 hours long, because we start at 8 and run almost till midnight. So there is that. Trying to think of everything. So yeah, check out the trailer. It's about 2 minutes. It's an announcement / teaser trailer. The announcement's about 1.5 minutes. The trailer's about 30 seconds or so. But come Wednesday, we'll be streaming it live. Feel free to join us. I'll try to interact with the chat as best I can, but I'm going to be focused on the gameplay and interacting with the other characters and whatnot. Hopefully I can do character intros soon. What I may end up doing is work on the ones I have now, because I have my character and then two of the others, and then hopefully by that time I can get the fourth one. The fourth person will have gotten their voice back, and we can work on that and quickly push that out. We'll see. But again, I don't want to rush the recovery of that person, because I know what con plague does to a person. We want to wish them the very best and hopefully get better soon. But I've totally sidetracked from working on this to really push. I'm really trying to push all this rebranding and production changes and whatnot, because I'm really excited for it. I really want to push this D&D stream as much as I can. So again, 8 o'clock on Wednesdays. Please join us, and I'll put this. I'll get a YouTube schedule sorted out as quickly as I can. There's going to be a whole bunch of extras. Not a whole bunch, but like character intros and bios, which I will try to incorporate with at least the first few videos, and take it from there, and then try to have something going on. And I don't know if I'll incorporate all that into the Facebook page. There's a good chance of that. We'll see. I don't know, but again, it all depends on how things go. So with that, let me get back to the sword. So here's the tang that I will be incorporating into the blade. And it'll actually kind of flop down like this, because what I want is the other piece to come in and then they just clamp together. And then I can always trim it down as needed from there. So I'm going to need my warbler for this now. This much warbler left. I have so much warbler. It's crazy. I need to get rid of this. Let me adjust this camera. There we go. Okay, that is one piece. Now I gotta do the other piece. Alright, just as I thought. Cool, I can do it that way. Nice. clean that up later. Okay. And so we go like that, we go like this. I think the shiny side's supposed to be the stickier side, right? Yeah, and that's actually good because the sticky sides will actually be okay, good. And then I will do this. Heat it up, curl it in, heat it up, curl it in. And then there we go. Yeah. So that'll be the tang. And then I'll just mold it around. And then what I may do is put some screws in and to lock it in place a little bit more. Since this aspect here, where the tabs are, or the little tabs are here, this is actually going to be all covered up by the Suba, so I can afford to do some crazy stuff and whatnot to hide it better. And then this will give me some leverage to work with. And in reality, I do have spare pieces of wood, so what I may end up doing is, yeah, I may end up doing that just to fill it in some more so they don't still have to. Okay, something to consider is that I will, instead of just letting them flap together, instead of flap together like so, take my scrap piece of wood, fill it all in, and fill it all in so I don't have to smush it together. But that will be probably that'll be done off stream. And then we'll continue from there. So by next stream, what time is it? Yeah, we're wrapping up pretty close to the end. So by next cosplay stream, not next stream is Wednesday D&D time. By next cosplay stream, this will all be heated, molded, filled in. And in terms of, so the tang will be installed. And what I'll start doing is probably, I've got a few kind of, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see a little bit of imperfections and divots where I pushed too hard into the tool. So I'll try to fill in those gaps. I might have to go to the store to get something to get some wood filler or something for that. But for the most part, that actually it's just for that one section. I may just let that slide, or no, I might be able to Mod Podge fill that. We'll see. Or I could actually hot glue that. We'll see. But yeah. So by next cosplay stream, the tang will be installed, and the blade will actually be ready for paint. So I may end up doing that. Either on stream or off, I'm not sure yet. We'll see how productive I feel this weekend. So the next, I got some filler in here to do too. Okay. So the next thing for this blade is going to be both the Suba and the handle and the pommel. So everything down here. So I'm gonna have to do some research because I gotta look at reference pictures basically is what I'm realizing I need to do to look at that part of the blade. And then eventually I will have to transfer this. Let's see how they did. Oh, that'll be easy to do. Okay, that's just stapled in. Cool. But basically transfer this to this because it does have the tasseling, and this is nice enough that I can just use it. So I think I did mostly talking this stream. I didn't really do much cosplay, but to be fair, like I said, there's a lot of stuff to be announcing. The rebranding of everything from cosplay to powered, Panda cosplay to Panda powered. The adjustment to the Twitch schedule. Actually, not even adjustment. It's just addition to the Twitch schedule, going from just every Monday with cosplay to every Monday with cosplay at 7:30, and every Wednesday at 8 o'clock with D&D, with potential for a Friday stream as well. The YouTube scheduling being completely revamped so that the cosplay stream will be released on YouTube either same day. I'm going to try to do same day. That way it's just done and over with. Then the Wednesday streams will be posted. The goal is Friday. I don't know if I can do Friday, but the goal is Friday. We'll see. If not, it'll be Saturday morning. Or Saturday. But my goal is to have it done by Friday, released Friday, so that if people want to listen to it or watch it or whatever, they have the entire weekend to do so. And then the Friday, if I do the Friday stream, it may just be purely stream, no recording and released to YouTube. We'll see, but probably not. With that also, please check out the trailer for the D&D stream, and stay tuned for extras like character bios and intros for that, as well as the story thus far, which I'm working with the DM on. And then if you feel like it, check out the 5-minute-ish vlog of building a new computer with Kani Puka. Check her stuff out as well, both cosplay page and YouTube channel. I'll put those in the description box below. And then end of the month, Zenkaikon, where I will be headed up to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Tentative cosplay schedule is Friday, Roy Mustang, Saturday, Adam and Ginoza, and other than that, I think that's it. So I'll see you all on Wednesday for the premiere of the the premiere of the D&D stream. I will try to release last week's unstreamed episode, which just purely recorded. I'll try to release that episode and Wednesday's episode this Friday. I cannot make that promise because in part I am waiting for the fourth player to get well soon. So there's no, it may all the YouTube stuff may be released next week instead. So you'll have 3 episodes. That's 9 to 12 hours of content. Sorry guys. To watch over the course of a weekend to catch up and whatnot. I wish I could have timed that out better. I'm sorry, but I hope you guys will enjoy it. And until next time.